Hello everyone, I'm Paul Micklewire Grimes. Anthology stories are big right now in television and in movies. The new film Freaky Tales is a collection of 4 different stories all set in Oakland in 1987. It's in theaters and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Freaky Tales takes the audience back to a different time. It was hella wild in Oakland in the late 1980s when a bright green glow emanated from the sky. The narrator ponders what that cosmic green stuff was and what it all meant. The first story is The Gilman Strikes Back and features Jack Campion and Ji Young Yu as 2 young punk rockers who attend Gilman Street nightclub where everyone is welcome. One night they are raided by a neo-Nazi group of skinheads and it ends in a massive street brawl. The second story is Don't Fight That Feeling, featuring Normani and Dominique Thorne, who work at an ice cream parlor by day as they fend off harassment by a local cop, and by night they are on stage rapping in a club with Too Short. Now Ben Mendelsohn plays that cop who's only referred to as the guy. This third story features Pedro Pascal in Born to Mac. He's a former henchman hoping for a new life. He stops by a video store with his pregnant wife only to face his past all over again. The fourth and final story is The Legend of Sleepy Floyd, which stars Jay Ellis as a professional basketball player who becomes the victim of a deadly home robbery when a motorcycle gang robs his house while he's playing one of his games. The film was written and directed by Ryan Fleck and Anna Boden. They're the team behind movies like Half Nelson and Captain Marvel. Fleck was inspired by the song Freaky Tales by rapper Too Short as kind of the foundation of kind of wanting to make a movie like this. The rapper is also a producer in the film and also makes an appearance. Fleck and Boden wanted to capture that kind of specific time and place from their childhood. And these are 4 interconnected stories, but each kind of comes with its own flavor and style, representing 1987 in the Oakland and Bay Area. They use different on-screen illustrations. You'll see little reel markers at the top right of the screen, and different aspect ratios to kind of give it that vintage feel. And yes, there are flashy neon jumpsuits and a video store that all comes into play. The big action sequences in the first and fourth stories are deliberately over-the-top bloodfests like we're watching a graphic novel come to life. Boden and Fleck certainly draw inspiration from people like Quentin Tarantino and David Cronenberg in their execution. Jay Ellis's revenge takedown in the fourth story gave me good Kill Bill vibes in his takedown against Ben Mendelsohn's cop. Now Tom Hanks even pops up as a video store clerk named Hank, who pesters Pedro Pascal with his movie recommendations. Ryan Fleck and Anna Boden have a stylish film on their hands. They mix real-life figures with fictional characters, established actors next to, first-time performers. Their take on Freaky Tales is not so much scary, but rather coincidental and kind of wacky in nature. It's not until the third or the fourth stories that you really begin to see how they're all connected, and each story I think is better than the previous one. I do wish that it felt tighter and more cohesive, but the filmmakers may be pointing to the fact that sometimes our connections to someone else may be minimal on the surface. This film probably works even better on multiple viewings once you kind of know the overall connections between each story. I'm giving Freaky Tales 3 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have some movie reviews, some celebrity interviews, and I would love to hear from you. Leave me a comment here on YouTube or across social media. Come follow me. I'm also on Letterboxd, so check me out wherever you look for movie reviews, and go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of Freaky Tales. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.